Hi guys, welcome back to another kitchen floor office hours number 2, where I bring leftovers to office hours. And today I will be doing another thing from Reddit because you guys haven't responded to my little Google forms yet. And whenever I have enough people comment like putting in their information, and I have enough rolling, I'll keep putting in new Google forms and just doing that, and all my videos will be based off that, and I'm gonna go away from Reddit. But however, we are not there yet, therefore we are still doing Reddit. And unfortunately, I didn't screenshot what I saved, and I didn't write down entirely what it said, and I think they might have deleted their post, which is really sad because I liked it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna say what I had. I only had like the first sentence. I wrote it down like in my little notebook. It was on /ask, and it was, I've never been a big reader, but recently, okay, and to paraphrase, they were saying how they don't really read, but they're really into like psychology and like books like that, and that they wanted to get more into reading, but that they opened like a book, tried reading it, and all they could see was like black lines in the pages, and that they couldn't read it. And they were asking people for advice on how to like get to reading, like actually sit down and read and everything like that. So that was gonna be me like just talking about that, you know what I mean? Today our leftover is a Ivorian dessert, okay, from Cote d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast. Oh, zoom. I don't want to zoom. It's called dege. It's like a little like summer treat. It's made from couscous, sour cream, milk, lemon juice, nutmeg. I think that's it. And I really love it. I recommend. Top tier. Okay. Well, basically, that person was asking like, how do I get to reading? Like, how do I start off just, you know what I mean? Personally for me, in my experience, right, I've loved reading since I was a kid, okay? Read all the Percy Jackson books that were like out, so up to Mark of Athena in 2nd grade. Had to wait until I was in 5th grade for House of Hades, but whatever. And then 6th grade for Blood of Olympus. I remember those dates in my head. And I remember reading the first 3 books of Harry Potter and absolutely hating all of it. Okay, I remember reading all the favorite books. I remember just loving to read in elementary school. Okay, and then those little like goddess girl books, I love that. Okay, then in middle school something happened in which I'll just say a little peek about. I was like reading once, and then my dad like, looked at me and he was like, I always see you reading those fiction books, why do you never read non-fiction? And I kind of just, I remember I was sitting on this couch and he said that, and I was just like so annoyed. I was like, well, I want to read what I want to read. And then from that day on, I just stopped reading less and less and less until I just stopped reading entirely. Middle school, I kind of read like Nancy Drew books. Like I go to the library sometimes to get a Nancy Drew book to read. Like those were fun, but I never really like was in the like fever that I had when I was in like a little kid. Not until COVID hit in high school, my freshman year. Oh my god, I started reading again like there was no other day. Okay, I read manuals, I read manga, I read like novels, I read books from like sci-fi, fantasy, romance, adventure. Like I read them all, bro. I loved it. It became my ever-waking soul. Okay, I read and I just loved it. I could spend 10 hours straight reading, go to sleep, wake up, 10 hours straight reading, go to sleep, wake up, 10 hours straight. I did that then, I could do that now. I loved reading. Some people were saying, like in the comments from what I remember, they were like, oh, like just do it like a, like going to the gym. Read for like 15 minutes every day, 30 minutes every day, and eventually, you'll learn to like it. And like, that's helpful, yes, but I feel like if you treat reading as a chore, it becomes a chore. Being like, oh, I haven't done my 15 minutes of reading today, I must read. Like, I think that's really more helpful when you're a kid, and like your parents are like, you have to do this, because more so as a kid, you're not really like sure of like what you might like yet, and so your parents are trying to get you to get to that point where you can make the decision for yourself. So like, yeah, 20 minutes of reading every week by like your teacher, or like 20 minutes every day, things like that. So it's like helpful, you know what I mean? But as an adult, I feel like if you treat it as a chore, eventually you're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to anymore, because you're treating it as a chore. Okay, honestly, I truly do recommend just finding from any medium just what you like to read. There's a book out there for everybody. There's a genre out there. There's a type of book out there that everybody's gonna end up liking. Be it manuals or manga, romance, adventure, sci-fi, fantasy, non-fiction, biographies. There's something out there that I promise you to fall in love with. And I really think it's just about finding it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how trashy other people find it, or people are like, oh, I hate that genre. If you love it, read. Because it's like a gateway. You start with 1, you start with 2, 3, 4, and then it just starts to flood in. Okay, like nothing else. And it really is more helpful to just start with something that you just truly do love. Okay, and I think it just comes to finding that. And to that, I also say I feel like you should get Kindle. Do I have Kindle? No. I definitely think Kindle is a great way to just finding a good variety of books without spending like abhorrent amounts of money. And a lot of authors post on Kindle. You get like 10 free, like not 10 free, sorry, 10 that you can like read at the same time, and you just gotta switch them out. Like I really recommend that if you want to like truly find books that you might like, to get like Kindle and be able to like be like, oh, I'm gonna read like this and this. Oh, I don't really like that, let me try something else, let me try this, let me try that. And I think that's like a lot more helpful than people might like give it credit for sometimes. It'd just be a better place if people would just lean into what makes them happy a bit more, you know, like, oh, you know, the little things, the little like I think I might like a fantasy, let me go find some fantasy books, and go with niche as you need to. Me personally, I love like reverse harems, and that's mainly like romance, but I don't really like the romance aspect of it. Like that's not the most important part to me. It's like the bond that they all share. It's the adventures that they go on. It's like the, oh, you know, at the end of the day they're like a unit. And that's like that. Found family is my favorite trope. I love found family with all of my heart. And it's kind of hard to usually find books that like really like display it like I want it to be displayed. But when I do find one, it's a gem. If you have any recommendations, any recs for reverse harems, which honestly, if you have any recs for reverse harems, I've probably read it. I have 90% sure I've read it, or I've seen it, started it, and did not want to read it, or I've seen it and was like, yeah, I'm not reading that. If it's bullies, don't even try. I hate bullies to lovers. It pisses me off. Don't even get me started. I'm not gonna start that. But as I was saying, just, you know, be happy as you're reading. Don't make it like it's something that's gonna be an impossible task that you just have to do. Find something in a little niche, maybe even, that you're just gonna fall in love with, and that's gonna lead you down the path of being like, yeah, this is me, this is my tea. I could yap about this for hours on end. Reverse harems, bro, I could yap about that. I could make, you know those video essays that you sometimes see when you're like, how could they yap for like 8 hours? I could yap about 8 hours and still have more to yap about. I have truly been in the trenches for years. I could do so. And also the commenter mentioned how like when they saw the pages and it was just seemed like black lines, like they couldn't really like read it. And to that I could say also, it's not really more of a, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read it, and you want to maybe be doing something else, or it's that very active like reading the words that gets you, maybe try audiobooks. Me personally, I don't read audiobooks. Oh, sorry, I don't listen to audiobooks. I never really have. I'm not really like into it, you know, so I don't really know much about it. But maybe try like audiobooks, you know, that could like be something that even to start off with. Being like, yeah, I like listening to the books, and eventually being able to be like, I want to try doing it like on my own. Like I want to try maybe reading along with them, and then being like, yeah, I think I can read like on my own. You know what I mean? And I think just starting off where you're comfortable. Starting off where you're not just making it a chore, making it something that just has to be done in this one and certain way every single day. Because coming from me, really, doing something every single day starts to get tedious eventually. You start to be like, oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, I'll skip 1 day, I'll skip 2 days, I'll skip 3 days. You want to do the thing, and it doesn't, you're not like, you know, being like, oh, I don't want to do this. Then you're just like, I need to do this, I want to do this. Stop talking to me, guys. I want to sit down and read. Like I can read anywhere, anything. Like sometimes I'm reading, someone walk up to me, are you reading A03 right now? Yeah, and I no shame anywhere, bro. I'm gonna read what I want to read. Yes, I am reading a Winx Club fanfic. What are you gonna do about it? But yeah, guys, that's all I have for today. Please fill out the Google forums. Leave a comment down below. Favorite books, favorite genres, what you love. If you're also a reverse harem girly, tell me some of your favorites, some of the things you love and hate. I could talk about reverse harem for too long. I could talk about how the genre currently is just a bunch of people copying other people, and it's pissing me off because all my authors that I really love, who've been like writing for years, they're all like, I'm on hiatus. Okay, they're on hiatus right now, and they haven't been the book 3 and 4 and 2 and 5 and 6 that I've been waiting for. They're out here being like, oh, sorry guys, this is my little toddler. I've been busy. Pen to paper, girl. The toddler can look at you as you write. Pen to paper. Write it down. Okay, I'm feeling very whelmed right now. Okay, very whelmed. I need you to start writing because I want to read it. Please and thank you. Guys, hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see some more kitchen floor office hours. Check out my vlogs. Check out my commentary edits. Check out my get ready with me's. Check out my construct the IDs. Check out my I have a lot of series going on. Bye.